Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'm showing off some of the best UI mods I've seen for Cyberpunk 2077. Now, this is a mix of what I use day to day as well as a couple other little additions. Some of these mods have been featured in previous videos of mine, but I thought I'd put all the UI mods together in one video, as someone asked in a comment a couple of days ago if I had a UI mod video on my channel. So, I do now. Whether you're looking for cleaner visuals, better organization, or just some cool new visuals, these mods have you covered. Let's get into the video. First up, I have real vendor names. If you've ever been disappointed by the vague bar, weapon, or clothing labels all over the map, this mod is here to save the day. It replaces those generic names with the specific names of each place. Bars will have their actual bar names like the Oho Club or bar, or the real weapon shop names, and Ripperdoc names, etc, etc. You'll know exactly what shop you're going to. Now, there are like a few places that aren't actually labeled, but anyways, it's such a simple tweak, and I'm still unsure why it never actually got added to the game. Even with this last update, which is a cool update by the way, but it makes navigating Night City so much easier and more immersive. Next, we have Realistic Map. This mod gives the in-game map a much more realistic look, swapping out the default red and blue version for one that feels grounded and immersive. The changes make the map feel a lot nicer visually, with a natural and polished aesthetic that enhances the overall vibe. Plus, you can see the exact roads clearly, which makes navigating the city much easier and more intuitive. It's certainly a must-have. After I installed this mod, I absolutely couldn't go back to the default map. But moving on. If you're a fan of customizing your loadout, you'll love more weapon filters. This mod adds some weapon type filters to the inventory menu, including handgun, automatic, long range, and shotgun categories. Say goodbye to scrolling endlessly through your stash or inventory to find that specific weapon type. This is a quality of life improvement you'll appreciate every time you manage your arsenal. Mod number 4. Have you ever noticed how your in-game phone icon doesn't quite fit the sleek Cyberpunk aesthetic? Alternative phone icon changes that. This mod replaces the default button phone icon with one that's more futuristic and visually consistent with the game's style, but it makes the interface feel more cohesive. Now, for those who value visual clarity, 4K hand cursor is a must. This mod upgrades the default cursor to a higher resolution version, ensuring it's sharp and detailed. That said, it's a small change and will probably only be useful if you're playing on 4K or other high resolution displays. It's one of those mods you didn't know you needed until you try it, and then you'll wonder how you ever played without it. I personally didn't really notice until I installed the mod. I was actually surprised that the base game cursor is kind of blurry. I had no idea. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's a small click for you, but it helps out the channel a ton and keeps these videos coming. But now, let's talk about Revised Backpack. This mod overhauls your backpack screen, making it more organized and user-friendly. It's reminiscent of Skyrim's Sky UI mod, with cleaner layouts and better sorting options. Plus, it even has 3D previews for almost every item and weapons, which is a fantastic touch for quickly identifying your gear. If you're someone who loves looting everything in sight, this mod is going to make managing your gear a breeze. Speaking of looting QOL brings some much needed improvements to how you loot in the world. It modifies the title in the looting UI depending on who or what you're looting. For example, containers will show the actual name of the container displayed instead of just contents. When looting defeated enemies, you'll see their affiliation and name, and they'll also be marked as deceased if they're deceased, of course. And if you scan a defeated enemy or an enemy before you kill them, it will actually show their actual name when you're looting them, adding a lot more detail to the interface. And if something is unnamed, it will just display loot as the title. Additionally, if you're a mod author, you can also use Red Script to give custom names dynamically to containers or NPCs. This mod's all about adding clarity and immersion while making looting more efficient and engaging. Adding to that, the Loot Icons extension mod. This one enhances the visual indicators for loot, making it easier to identify what's worth grabbing at a glance. This one just makes looting easier and visually better looking. Next up is Immersive Timeskip. This mod reimagines how skipping time works in Cyberpunk 2077. Instead of simply jumping forward in time, this mod provides a detailed and immersive visual effect that makes the passage of time feel more natural. The UI overlay gives you a clear sense of the hours passing, all while keeping you connected to the world of Night City. It's a small but impactful addition that makes the game feel a little more immersive. Now, I have filter saves by Lifepath and type. If you have a few different life paths and save files, this mod will filter your save by by Lifepath, making it far easier to manage multiple playthroughs or find specific saves. It's a simple quality of life upgrade that's perfect for players who juggle different characters or story paths. Next, we have a dynamic duo, HUD Painter and Eurojank colors. HUD Painter allows you to fully customize the color scheme of your UI, giving you control of how your interface looks and feels. But I just installed the preset Eurojank colors, which is what you're seeing here basically, which gives you the nice white, blue, and matrix green sort of vibe. But the HUD Painter mod will allow you to create your very own with any colors you want, adding a layer of personalization that's hard to beat. But that's it for today's video. These mods take Cyberpunk's UI to the next level, making the game look much nicer in some smaller ways. Which of these mods is your favorite? And if there are any UI mods that you feel I missed, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my other Cyberpunk mod videos, and I'll see you in the next one.